Square Cow Countdowns. I just got back from a well-earned vacation after the superhero special, but during my relaxation, I came up with a list you might enjoy. I call it the Top 10 Sexiest Video Game Girls Part 2. Time for the rules. Just like the last time, I don't need to have played any of the games that these girls are from, but unlike last time, where we were ranking the girls based on their accomplishments, this time it's a traditional scale from hot to really, 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 really hot. That's 4 reallys. If you have to use a word 4 times in a row, you know things are gonna get crazy. If you came here to see boobs, you're in the wrong place and still haven't figured out that YouTube doesn't allow nudity. But it does allow girls in really skimpy outfits, and since these girls are from video games, you can guarantee there'll be plenty of that. This video is mostly based on my own personal opinions, which are definitely going to be different than your opinions. But if you agree with me, great. Tell me about it in the comments. And if you don't agree with me, well then tell me about that too. You guys ready to see some great boobs, nice butts, and sexy bodies? Okay, stupid question. I think most guys are always ready for that sort of thing. Let's do this. Number 10. Tifa Lockhart. Do you want to know something creepy? When I was around 7 or 8 and played Final Fantasy VII for the very first time, I thought Cloud was a little kid and that Tifa was his mother because of the graphics. Cloud's overworld sprite makes it hard to determine how old he is, but seeing him in battle clarifies it. But like I said, I was only 7 or 8. I knew that Tifa was older though because her sprite had more pronounced boobs. I wasn't into girls back then, but I am now, and she does have nice ones, but they're so exaggerated that it's a boner killer to me. I would rather have Eris. Hell, I'd even take Yuffie before Tifa. You wanted me to put her on the last list, but I chose Riku instead, a choice I still stand by. But this time Tifa is on the list, but since she doesn't really do anything for me, I'm only putting her at number 10. Come at me. Number 9. Cassie Cage. What do you get when you cross some sort of comp soldier and a movie star / master martial artist? Cassie Cage, of course. In Mortal Kombat 9, most of the main characters died during the Earthrealm invasion, but 2 of the survivors, Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage, got married and gave birth to a gorgeous, tough-as-nails daughter named Cassie. 20 or so years later, during the events of Mortal Kombat 10, Cassie is now one of the most promising members of the Special Forces. She's basically Sonya Blade 2.0. She has a more realistic figure, and her character model is much more practical compared to most of the other female fighters, who have Barbie doll figures. But I think she looks better in Mortal Kombat 11. In 10, she has a weird haircut. Number 8. Lena Tracer Oxford. Tracer is a babe that usually is only seen in brief glimpses thanks to her ability to teleport. She can also rewind time just for herself to avoid otherwise certain death. I've never played Overwatch, so I don't know the full details, but something about how she was trapped in a space-time continuum until her gorilla scientist friend found a way to anchor her to the present. She wears very tight yellow leggings that leave nothing to the imagination and show off her caboose. I'm trying to find as many different ways of saying things like boobs or butt without actually saying boobs or butt. Oh yeah, and Tracer was in an episode of Death Battle fighting against the Scout from Team Fortress 2, another game that I've never played before. Tracer won because of her useful time manipulation abilities, but I bring it up because Scout's reaction upon seeing Tracer sums up my point pretty nicely.
You're toast! Whoa! Oh, hey there, hot stuff.
Hello.
If I told you had a great bod, would you hold it against me?
That's nice. I was just leaving.
Number 7. The Demon Hunter. The female Demon Hunter from Diablo 3 would have been a lot higher because she's got a rockin' body. Plus bonus points for the British accent. I'm a sucker for a girl with a British accent. Blue eyes, red hair, black hair. Where was I? Right. However, since Diablo 3 is about killing lots and lots and lots of monsters, you don't really get to see her hotness up close. But I did find this weird Russian reenactment of the Demon Hunter's character trailer, so that's pretty cool. The Demon Hunter's canon name is Vala, and she's a fighter in Heroes of the Storm too, but again, not a game that gives you an up-close look at the character models. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to observe her gorgeousness from afar. Is that even a word? Gorgeousness? Whatever. Number 6. Yennefer. I played The Witcher 3 for a grand total of 30 minutes. For whatever reason, I never got into it. I don't see what all the hype is about. It's a well-polished game, but I looked at this massive world and felt no motivation at all to explore it. But if I was able to, I would have loved to explore the uncharted territory underneath Yennefer's clothes. You know, 'cause she's hot. I don't know what she's doing shacking up with this old geezer. What's that? He's not old? But he has, like, gray hair. Oh, it's from something else. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes a little more sense. See, and there you go. Maybe if I had played the earlier Witcher games, I'd know what the hell is going on, and then I might have been interested in exploring the world. I mean, technically I never played the earlier Elder Scrolls games either, but Skyrim's story is kind of self-contained, so I never felt like I was missing crucial story details. Number 5. Abigail Misty Briarton. I would have put this babe higher, but since Call of Duty is a first-person shooter, you never really get to see Misty, unless you're playing with other people and one of them is controlling her. Misty's outfit is not appropriate for the zombie apocalypse at all, but we won't judge. The outfit consists of a red shirt that's barely even buttoned, showing off a black bra and a nice big set of chest pillows. Apparently, based on in-game dialogue, she grew up on a farm, which means she's a farmer's daughter. Hells yeah! And I think she might be a little kinky in the bedroom too, because she's got lots of visible scratches and scars on her exposed stomach. Either that or it's because of the previously mentioned zombies, but I like my idea better. Number 4. Sung Mina. Although all the female fighters in Soul Calibur use the exact same body model, just like in Fallout 4 and Skyrim, Sung Mina has always been my favorite for a multitude of reasons. She's hot and she could kick my ass. And I mean, who doesn't love a powerful woman? Still not convinced? Okay, then how about her outfit in Soul Calibur 6, which is basically just a tiny little poncho that covers her bra and an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot loincloth, except it's not yellow and it doesn't have polka dots. One last thing, Sung Mina really knows how to handle long hard dicks, sticks. Long hard sticks. Sticks with sharp edges. Next! Number 3. Juliet Starling. I'm not sure what sort of cosmic forces interfered, but I had never heard of this game until after the PlayStation 4 had already launched. I never played it myself, but I do know that you play as a smoking hot, blonde, high school cheerleader complete with sexy uniform and kill zombies with a chainsaw. Ladies, let me give you a bit of free advice. If you wear a cheerleader outfit, it doesn't really matter what you do, but guys will pay you big money to watch you do it. You don't even have to take the clothes off. You could be vacuuming, doing dishes, folding laundry, it doesn't matter. Because cheerleader outfits make everything sexier. Okay, maybe not everything. Number 2. Claire Redfield. I spent a long time doing research for this segment. Depending on who you ask, the hottest girl in the Resident Evil franchise is either Jill Valentine or Claire Redfield, but most of those debates were from before the Resident Evil 2 remake came out, and as soon as it did, I knew exactly who I was going to play as first. Claire. By now you should have a pretty good idea about what sort of girls I gravitate towards. Girl next door looks, natural bodies, blue eyes, and British accents. I love redheads and black hair, but I don't hate blondes or brunettes either. Claire Redfield's updated model looks a lot like a real-world woman, with realistic proportions, and she is gorgeous. And in case you weren't paying attention, she also has 4 out of the 5 things I just mentioned. Number 1. Sadie Adler. Going into Red Dead Redemption 2, I knew that I'd be playing as Arthur Morgan, so when I saw some hot chick on the disc, I was like, who the hell is that? But then I started playing and didn't stop until after I beat the story several weeks later. Sadie Adler was one of my favorite characters in the game, and not just because she's a sexy badass, but also because of her tragic backstory. Watching her transform from the terrified girl you rescue in Chapter 1 into a fearless warrior that's fueled by revenge was fascinating. Rockstar, don't waste this golden opportunity. Make some DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2 that lets us play as Sadie. I was always annoyed that you can't ask her to come along with you throughout the game, even though she mostly just sits in camp and does nothing. Also, Sadie, being a woman, has a nice set of guns, and whenever she has to shoot people, she pulls out her other sets of guns and dual wields them like a badass. Haha, puns. I thought I would end on a bad pun. Don't look at me like that, I thought it was funny. You know what? I don't need to impress you. I'm leaving. Oh, hello there. The video's over. Did you like it? Well, if you did, there's a button for that. It's called the subscribe button. I think they put it right there-ish. And if you want to watch more videos, you can go ahead and click right here on this little card. Whole bunch of other videos just waiting for your viewing pleasures. And if you want to follow me over onto patreon.com, that would mean a lot to me. Anything you can spare would mean the world to me, and it would help my channel grow and expand so that I can make even more cool content and videos for you. So if you want to go ahead over there, there's a link in the video description, and there's also a link on my channel page. And depending on how much you pledge, you can either get, like, I think it starts at $2 and it goes all the way down to $20. So whatever you can spare, absolutely would love it. You get shout outs, all kinds of cool rewards. All the information you need is over on my Patreon page. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the near future for another one. Peace out.